Welcome everyone, my name is Rigi and I forgot to record, so you've missed about 10 minutes of me, well, explaining why I'm cooking and me starting to cut the carrots. So you didn't miss much, but yeah. Mike is decent, Mike's doing good, thank you very much. And welcome Milo, good to see you. I am aware that currently, at this moment in time, Hess is doing a any percent speedrun. I was watching for a little bit, but then I thought, hey, I want to cook. So if you are more interested in Red Dead content, feel free to open another tab to watch Hess doing his any percent speedrun, trying to take back his world record, which is currently held by me. Right, that's one. I think actually I might be able to do this with only 2 carrots, because these are quite big. I think I might just only do 2 carrots here, because if it's too much, it's also not good. Probably fine with just this big one, and I can have this one at some other point. So how was everyone's week? Obviously, since we last spoke, the Super Bowl happened and my beloved New England Patriots have lost. I was not very happy because they didn't really play that well, and Seattle was kind of a mixed bag. They also didn't really play extraordinarily well. Our defense was holding up quite good, but obviously they were the better team. I have no shame in admitting that. And you know, it could have happened to teams where I would have been more annoyed had they won the Super Bowl over the Patriots. The Seahawks were a good team this year, and even though I will say I think we did hold them honest on offense, from their offensive side, I mean, you know, we held them to field goals only, which is a good thing. A piece of carrot fell on the floor. 5-second rule. It's too late. Oh well, it's 1 piece of carrots. Not the end of the world. All right, peeling number 2. This is a very underrated bag. I like this. Yeah, this is not bad. Oopsie. This is not bad at all. Give me a guitar solo any day of the week, and I'm happy. Big guitar solo guy over here. Right, where was my small paring knife? It's over here. These are some quite chunky carrots. So yeah, cutting them to small pieces is very essential. You don't want like huge chunks in your shepherd's pie, but these the way I'm cutting them, I think, is very well. You can like go even fancier and make them into cubes, but that takes even longer for someone who's so bad at chopping, like I am. Should I look at the camera more? Is that more professional if I look at the camera more? So while I'm chopping my carrots, I like to look at the camera and give the view. And actually, that's not a good idea. I'll cut my finger if. That's probably not a good idea. Right. I always find that chopping the carrots is the thing that takes the most time for me. All the other, I don't know why, but carrots are so hard. And I don't want to make a mess of it because I don't want like all of a sudden to have big chunks of carrot in my shepherd's pie. Little snack for in between. And I know, yes, this is a plastic cutting board, microplastics and all that. Hey, whatever. I'm the one that has to eat it. I'm not getting I saw people like have like metal cutting boards. Aren't those like really bad for knives? Because I will admit, this knife isn't as sharp as it once was. I should really get it sharpened. I do have a knife sharpener in my drawer somewhere, but those are, you know, the cheap ones that they do make your knife sharp, but they also aren't really meant to use for long term. Because the way that, you know, at the knife's edge, it goes like this, right? And if you use a sharpener, what you're doing is just the tip, you're making the tip a bit more like this. So at the end it goes like this, and then it connects like this. You take too much material off, whereas an actual knife sharpener, which I don't have, you would make the entire side, you would file the entire side and make the blade a bit sharper. Got tickets to see Bon Jovi. Awesome. Bon Jovi is a big Patriots fan, so we got that in common.
Who let the simpleton out of the asylum?
Hey, I even can hear the alerts. Let's go. So the last time where I did a IRL stream was actually, I just used the Twitch app on my phone, which was ill-advised. You couldn't even have chat on screen, no alerts, nothing. Well, because I didn't have anything set up. I didn't just bother setting those things up. Right, I think that's the carrots done. Plenty right here. Yummy carrots. I like carrots. Carrots are underrated as a food, I think. Right, carrots done. Wash the knife or people will shout at me. So I'll just rinse it off. Because for whatever reason, which is still unbeknownst to me, you're not meant to cut the same vegetables with the same knife. I have to wash this as well. Like, I get it for different kinds of meat and like cutting meat with cutting vegetables, like that I understand, but I don't really get why you would have to cut vegetables, especially raw vegetables, which you're going to cook. I don't really see why you can't use the same knife without washing it. I mean, it all gets added in the pot together anyway, isn't it? Well, okay, maybe for the outer edge, I understand, because this is like the outside of the carrots is why you peel them. But yeah, I am not a food hygiene person. I just do what people tell me. Alright, nothing fancy here with the onions, just cutting them. I can tell this knife is not very sharp anymore. I come to stay in the state of Iowa. I met a girl in Iowa. Her eyes were big and blue. I asked her what her name was, and she said Sioux City Sue. Sioux City Sue. Sioux City Sue. Her hair's black, her eyes are blue. I'd swap my horse and die for you. Sioux City Sue. Sioux City Sue. There ain't no gal as true as my sweet Sioux City Sue. Yeah, I've read about it. It seems to be legit if it comes from a former Rockstar developer. And like I said, I think I said this last weekend, it's cool if they do. If they do make it, you know, next gen, because I have an Xbox Series X. I would like to play it. I won't speedrun it, but I would like to just try and get all achievements, maybe, like I did for Red Dead 1. I reckon that could be fun, because obviously speedrunning is just faster on PC because of the load times. But yeah, it would be cool if they make it, because I think it is overdue. Let's face it. The current gen has been out for a while, hasn't it? But then again, GTA 5 is still only 30 FPS on Xbox Series X, so and that's borderline unplayable. I actually did one time. I did whip out the old Xbox to actually get 100%, because I never got 100% on GTA 5, and just to get it, I just, you know, played the game at 30 FPS. I had a save file that had the story complete at least, so you know I didn't have to do any of that. But still, it was not really an enjoyable experience. Maybe a GTA 4 remaster. Now that is something that would be really cool if they make a proper PC remaster. Honestly, they should ask, because what Double 11 have done with the Red Dead 1 remaster is universally liked, I think. The only thing that that people dislike is the price tag, but the port itself is very good. It's good. You really can't say much about it. Because the game runs well. It didn't really have anything wrong with it. And they cut out the online mode. Yes. Yes. Okay. I can see why people would be upset at that. And you know, for them to have the price tag be that high, because it it did provide a lot of content back in the day when, like on the old Xbox 360. I never played it a lot myself. Played the co-op missions. I vaguely recall playing the co-op missions. Right. Oopsie. Knife slipped off. Rockstar could make a RDR1 and 2 next gen bundle. They could. Yeah. They could. They could do that for sure. Right, I think that's all the onions chopped up that we need. Got plenty of them right here. Is it very distracting to have the iPad in the background where you can like see? I imagine that's not very distracting for you. Come on, I wouldn't be bothered by it if I was a viewer. Maybe I have GTA 4 as a GTA 6 pre-order bonus. It's not a very Rockstar thing to do. Well, certainly not without any, like, you know, increase in price. My nose is running. I need to blow my nose real quick. Sanitary. Wash my hands, of course. And then I pick up something from the floor, which makes my hands dirty again. I don't want to get stuck in my socks. Right. Eyebrows not distracting? Good. Right, I will cut. I mean, it's a big batch that I'm making. I'll cut 2 of these. I think 2 are fine. And then I'll use a garlic crusher for the garlic. I will actually remove the seeds because they aren't very yummy. Well, most of them anyway, so I think that's fine. Like I said, I'm the one that has to eat this. It's my germs. Yo, Zorro, what's up, my guy? How are you doing? Welcome to my kitchen. By the way, so just so you know, you have an idea of how my place is set up. So this is the kitchen. Yes, we've all seen this, and right over here that's my setup. So it's right over there, and then, you know, that's the TV and stuff you see in the background. So yeah, that's basically my apartment. So if you're ever wondering, hey, where did Rigi just go when I was sitting over there? Where did Rigi just go? I probably went to get some water from here. By the way, stay hydrated, gamers. I probably went over here to get some water, get something out the fridge, which is right behind the camera, or I used the microwave when I'm on Guama in any percent. So yeah. So where does the magic happen? I'm not showing you that. I believe it's just down the hall. It's not that special. Sinker wheel? Yeah, the sink's a bit filthy actually. That's the one thing I didn't wash. Alright, just cutting these peppers right here. This is not a usual ingredient in shepherd's pie. I will just add it for a bit of kick. Because I do like a bit of spice. I am hoping that my friend English Ben will tune into the stream and tell me everything that I'm doing wrong. That would be cool. That would be a life goal of mine. Because English Ben's mum cooked a lot of shepherd's pie for him in his life. Don't get yourself cut? Nah, don't worry about it. I got this. How's is Sliven still streaming, Zorro? I saw he was doing any % earlier. Right, I'll just get the cloves of garlic ready. I won't crush them yet. I'll crush them. Prologue again. Damn. Unfortunate. Right. How many cloves of garlic do I want? Yes. I won't lie. I love garlic. That's one, two, that's a small one though, so I'll get one more big one right here. Come on. Alright, if you insist on coming along, you may. I don't know about you guys, but I love garlic. So wait, I've seen this before. People use like the blunt edge of the knife, crush it to get the peel off. Does that actually work? Oh my god, it does. Which it doesn't matter because I'm using a garlic press later on anyway. Look at this small little piece of shit. It's a small little thing. Mini clove of garlic. If you hate garlic, then there you go. If a recipe says get a clove of garlic, then you can say, oh yeah, I have one, look. I don't know about you, like I love garlic sauce in kebabs. Those are amazing. You get tears while cutting garlic? No, but I did tear up a little when I was cutting the onions earlier. It always happens. I've heard like an old like what's that expression again? Handmaid's tale? Oh, actually, I'm not sure. I think that might be something different. This garlic had a little imperfection, so I'll just remove that. And this is a very large piece, so I'll just cut it into half so it'll actually fit in the garlic press. Yo, Zorro with the streak, my man. Zorro, when are you going to run Pro Street? Rather unalive, but that's a big thing for you to say, man. Pro Street is awesome. I don't know why you hate it so much. Alright, now I've got sticky fingers, sticky garlic fingers. Don't touch my eyes right now, that would be bad. Okay, what's next? Next on the agenda is probably going to be frying up my lamb mince. I've got 2 packets of 300 grams, so that's 600 grams. Like I said, I'm making a big batch. This is going to sustain me for a couple of days. And the best thing about shepherd's pie is it freezes. You can freeze that shit. It's easy. So it's meal prepping, actually, as well. Right, I will get Old Wives' Tale. That's it, Vinny. Thank you. If you beat your RDR2 Honda record, then I'll do Pro Street. Okay. Okay, so. Yes. Can you see that? Yes, there is a ball of string in my pan drawer because I didn't have anywhere else to put it. I'll just quickly this. Make sure I don't. Is that a good deal? For me it is, yeah. Because I can beat that shit. Maybe I will one day. Not at the moment. But when it does happen, I'll be knocking on your door. He's not a vampire. Oh, I didn't see that message. Sorry, Cameron. Okay. So I just want to make sure that I have this right. Because I fucked this up before and it ruined the entire dish. So I'll quickly have a check on my computer. Just a sec. I'll be right back. Okay. All right, I got it. So yeah, the recipe that I'm using is Binging with Babish. Great YouTube channel. Used to make a lot of really good videos. Not so much anymore, but you know, it's fine. Anyway, we are going to fry up the lamb mince. At the once it's like browned, I'll drain the excess fat. I'll save it actually. Then I'll add the onions, then the carrots, and then the peppers probably as well with the carrots. Yo, Gugu, what's up, my grandchild? Good. All right, let's turn on the stove. This is an induction stove. This is kind of a standard in Switzerland. We don't really use gas stoves like the rest of not the rest of the world. This also is basically the standard in Austria, for example. And I know a lot of UK households have that as well. I will use this spatula thing for draining the fat. For actually not cooking the meat, I'll use a different one. I'll use this one. I like this one. Alright, lightly oiled pan. Just a very small amount. I've got peanut oil, which has a bit of a taste to it, but I like it. Because I like peanuts. This is also, I think, because the lamb mince has a lot of fat, it's kind of optional still. Alright, that's a bit too hot. We don't want it too hot right at the beginning, because it will just burn. Remove the meat bandage. You cunt, get off that thing. I don't want to waste the meat. Some got stuck there as well. Get all the microplastics in that pan. Now you'll have to tell me if I should lower the volume of the mic, because this part has the most noise from the pan, but it should subside quickly, so don't fret. You actually want to just let this rest and brown. You see it's already done, so. What is shepherd's pie made of? So it's what the British people call a pie. It's if you think pie outside of Britain, you usually think pie crust and like, you know, pie things on top, and then it's got like a filling, like a fruit filling. Most you think of pie as a dessert, really. Whereas this is obviously it's a savory dish. So it's basically, it's like a stew of lamb, carrot, onion, garlic, some tomato paste, puree, whatever, and I'll turn on the extraction fan a little bit because this is lamb and it does smell a bit. And then you put mashed potato on top of the stew. And then you put it in the oven. You put some egg with the mashed potato and some cheese. So if you put it in the oven, it gets nice and browned. And that's what they call a pie. It's not really a pie for anyone outside of the UK. But yeah, but it's great. It's one of my favorite dishes. And the last time I made this was a couple of months ago. It was so good. So I have been waiting to give this another crack, and I thought, why not show off my immense cooking skills to the lovely people on Twitch. Alright, so we just want to make it so there's no red meat left here. So what I'm doing is actually wrong. You're supposed to just let it rest a bit, let it brown on the bottom, and then it's definitely a good dish. Yeah. Do you have it often, Zara? In the meantime, I can wash the potatoes. So I'll get another bowl. Because these potatoes have a lot of dirt still on them, because I've brought them directly farm fresh. Actually, they aren't that fresh anymore, you can tell, but it's okay. At least you know what you're getting. Show off my tattoos here. Look at that. Look at that one. And then I've got this one. Gambler, eh? What? I'm not actually sure how much this is. 2.5 kilos. So I think a kilo should be fine. So I'll get a more medium one. I think fine here. Now I'll just wash them. This is a bit hot. Don't want to burn me fingies. This is like the granddaddy of potatoes. This is so fucking big. Don't need to clean them that thoroughly because we are peeling them. I just want to get, you know, some of the excess dirt off of them. Alright, let's check on the lamb bits. Yeah, that's looking good. I think in about a minute we should be able to add, just want to make, you know, you want to hit it like this, chop it up a bit, make sure it's not too sticky together-ish. You don't want any like big chunks of meat in your pie, you want it to be very nicely distributed in the entire thing. So just like pretend you're stabbing it. I'm doing weapons expert 1. I have to stab 3 people. Okie dokie. Just stuff off the sides. And I think we're good in 1 minute. I remember this mission of Red Dead 2. That's funny. Making shepherd's pie, yeah. Right. In the meantime, I'll peel 1 potato. Well, not the granddaddy, but like slightly small one. It's still a really big one. Fits very nicely in the palm of my hand, actually. And you know, if you have potatoes this large, because you're mashing them anyway, you definitely want to cut them into smaller pieces for when you boil them. Just cutting off some slight imperfections here. Right, now just to make sure, I'll have to go and read the instructions again. Every time I'm amazed. Right, I have these small mannequins or whatever you want to call them. So I'm just going to drain the excess fat here using this slotted spatula. So no things will spill out. So you want to keep about 2 or 3 tablespoons of fat in there. Whoopsie. Nothing happened. It's all good. Still plenty of grease left in there. I think right about now is good. So it's still got some grease in it, but I've drained most of it. Now we add the onions into the bowl. I'm sorry, Zorro. I'd offer you a piece, but that would be a bit hard for us to do. So we'll just let this simmer for another 2 to 3 minutes until the onions are soft and translucent around the edges. God, I feel so fucking fancy for saying that. Hell yeah. Right, did I clean this knife? I'm not sure I did, so I'll clean it again. Alright, I think this big potato will make 3 pieces out of it. Yeah, that's fine. I will already get my boiling pot ready. I'll just place it right here so you can see potatoes go in. I'll just slightly lower the temperature from 8 to 7. And we'll peel the granddaddy. Thank you, Zorro. Thank you for tuning in, and see you soon. Hello, BeavDOS, featuring Gordon Ramsay. Yeah, they do call me the Swiss Gordon Ramsay, to be honest. I have been called that before because I swear a lot, as is known, especially when it comes to Red Dead speedrunning. Rarely a stream passes by where I don't utter a slur. Wait, no, a slur is something different than a swear word, right? Isn't it? Someone's first language English here, because it's not mine. Is a slur something different? Is a slur just, isn't it just something that you call a person? Or is a slur just any bad word? I'm not actually sure. Who's Rocco? Oh God. Hello, Super Black White. Yes, that's the shepherd I'm referring to. Jesus Christ, this is such a big fucking potato. 5 pieces. I've cut this down into. Right, let's see how the onions are doing. I think.
You don't have to wait for later, reason you will eliminator. Ask your local weapon trader for the super perforator. Stress, just cool it, here's a special bullet. Put it in the magazine, boom, bang into your beam.
Volvesxon just resubscribed for 20 months. Hi. Do you speedrun the recipe as well?
I do not speedrun the recipe because this actually does need a bit of time to stew. Right, onions have been added. And we will let this again simmer for 2-3 minutes. Thank you very much for the sub. The horse Rocco. Yes, now I remember. I hated Rocco. Rocco was a horrible horse. He was one of the worst horses that I ever had. Henceforth, actually, this is something I've decided to do just now. Henceforth, what is this infection? Wait. Henceforth, the name Rocco is banned from naming of horses. So is Porky. Yeah, those two are banned. I don't think anyone else, and not any other names really sticks out to me. Porky was so long ago, though. I think it was Afro Heart that named Porky. I could be wrong. I think I'm not. Because he kept going on about Porky being the best horse because he named it. When really it was a shit horse. Back then I still used, I think, an Arabian. And Arabians, as we all know, I mean, on paper they are the best horses, but not. Hello, David. Thank you. You haven't even seen a good bit yet. Wait till we start making the stew. I've got to keep an eye on my thing. Actually, I'll just stir it around a bit. Oh yeah, it's got a bit burned at the bottom, so you want to stir it around occasionally. Give every bit of food in there a bit of love. Make sure it doesn't stick to the pan. So, and after I crush this, see, I should actually add my peppers as well. Because this is optional, what I'm doing with the peppers. That's just me, because I like spice. But yeah, I need to get my garlic crusher ready. Three potatoes left. Keflan,
Is there any red wine in shepherd's pie?
there can be. I'm not using shepherd's wine. I'll be using, watch out, here comes the reveal, Guinness. I absolutely hate Guinness to drink. I think it's horrible to drink, but it really adds a lot of nice and earthy flavours to a shepherd's pie. So, well, any stout will do, but Guinness is sort of the only stout that you can really buy in stores around here. Right, where's my garlic crusher? That's the old trusty garlic crusher, my best friend in the kitchen. I saw in like a lot of cooking videos or recipes that people have started to buy jarred garlic. That's kind of weird in my opinion. Alright, this is ready. Yo, thank you for the watch stream, David. And tomato paste. Tomato paste. And here. That's how you know it's the real shit. It's in Italian. Doppio concentrato di pomodoro. Mamma mia. So I'll just get this ready as well, because it's got like the seal and this little thing. So you go stab, and it's open. That's the real shit. Okay, I think this is ready. So you make a little hole in the middle here. So now we crush our garlic into this hole. I have more garlic. We want more. This might be a bit much now that I think about it, but I don't care. Yeah, actually this is a bit much. I'll only use half of this. I'll throw this one out. Now the tomato paste. I'm not sure how much I need. I'll just go like by feeling. I feel like this is plenty. So this is 130 grams. It doesn't even say how much. It does not say how much. I'll just add a bit more, just to be safe. Can't go wrong. Alright, now you want to like stir this up. Let it cook for a bit in the middle before you spread it out. Right? Shit, I need to look better. Right, now you have to just stir it all together. And you can see immediately a nice little red tint forming on the lamb mince as well, which is something that we want. I think it's not enough. I think we need to add a bit more. Because you want the colour to go into the entire mince. I feel like I'm struggling here, so already feel it sticking to the bottom of the pan a bit, so I think I left it a bit too long before adding this final bit, but I can tell you right now, it smells amazing. It smells really, really good. Yeah, this is sort of the color that you want. You want everything to be a bit like orangey. It's more orange than red, but you know that might just be an optical illusion because of the carrots. But yeah, this is looking mighty fine if I do say so. Jesus, it's great. Alright, now we just let this simmer for a bit. We have to add some chopped thyme and herbs. These are just like, so this is herbs de Provence, which is just a mix of herbs. It has rosemary, thyme, oregano, which are, these spices are fine for the, and I don't know what this is. What is this in English? Bohnenkraut. Now, just add a bit of this. Not too much, just enough to cover everything a little bit, because this adds a lot of flavour. I think I need to turn down the stove a tiny bit because everything's starting to stick. But that's fine. That will just create a very nice fond on the bottom of the pan, which, if you've watched cooking shows, that's something you want. I should actually prepare the stock. I haven't done that yet. So I've got beef stock. You can use lamb stock if you can find it. I don't think any of the stores that I've gone to sold lamb stock. I think you, but yeah, beef stock is just as good. And it's still lamb mince, so it's still a chopped pie, because the meat matters for that, not the stock, in my opinion anyway. Stay hydrated. Making a lamb shoulder, Greek style. Yo, Confused, what's up? Gordon Rigi, that's me. They call me the Gordon Ramsay of Switzerland. So, you can use boiling water to make stock. I'll just use like the very hot water from the tap. That's more than fine for me. Let's say half a litre maybe. We can always add more, or take, well we can't take out, but we can always add more. And I'll add like 1.5 tablespoons of, I'm just going off feeling here, this might not be very much, but I can always season to taste. Because we will add some stock pots as well. Right, now we need to add some flour. This is just regular old flour, 2 or 3 tablespoons worth. Just to thicken it up a tiny bit until the raw flour smell dissipates. I fucking love saying fancy words. It makes me feel so fancy. And this creates, now I need to smell it, keep on smelling it so I know when the raw flour smell has dissipated. So I'm enjoying this immensely. Okay, I think the raw flour smell is still there, so I need to go a bit more, stir it around a bit more, and I think that's when the stock comes in. Just a sec. 1 cup worth of dark Irish stout, which is Guinness. Oh. I need to shake it, don't I? Shit. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm not here to drink it. I'm here to make food with it. I did watch the game, yeah. I'm a Patriots fan myself. But yeah, the Seahawks played better. They outplayed us, for sure. It's no question. It's a sad outcome for me as a fan, but you know, you got to take it on the chin. At least we got to the Super Bowl. That was good. And there's still plenty of positives to take away. The defense was great. So there's that. Right, now we won't add the whole can. It says 1 cup, and I don't know what 1 cup is. This is 500 ml. Yes, I think that's about enough. And then the stock. Ooh, this might have been a bit much actually. This is very watery now. Shit. But anyway, we'll just have to cook it a bit longer then, I guess. No, actually it's not too bad. We can always add more flour if needs be, if we need it to thicken. Because we need to cook this, and we need to let this simmer now for a while anyway, so it will reduce automatically. I'm just scraping up the fond from the bottom of the pan. But look at the color. I mean, isn't that looking great already? It's nice and dark because of the Guinness. Wasn't the best game for us. No, definitely not. The defense held their own, but yeah, the offense was... yeah, it's just not very good, just to be said. Right. We will let this simmer on a medium high. We'll just make sure that everything goes well. I'll put the flour back in the cupboards. Alright, I've still got some potatoes to peel because we'll take some time to assemble the pie anyway. I remember last time when I streamed myself making this, I really rushed it, and putting the mashed potatoes on top of the mince, which was still it wasn't very thick, so it's still quite runny. It just made it look like slop, basically. I think Hossel was watching at the time, and that's what Hossel said. It looked like slop. And I want to do my best to not make this look like slop. Alright, I cut the garlic with this, so scrape off the excess garlic of the potato, because we don't want garlic in the boiling potatoes. Forgot to wash the knife. That's what happens sometimes. But like I said, it's fine. I'm the one that has to eat it. You guys can just watch. Cheers to the cozy vibes. Yeah, those are cozy vibes. Definitely. I don't think I've uttered a... Did I utter a swear word yet? Should I? Is the better question. Remember to taste on the way. That's a good point. Because I haven't tasted the thing yet. And I should. Alright, one more spud to peel, and then that should be plenty. Damn? Damn isn't... Is damn really a curse word? I feel like that's a light one. Maybe I can keep it, you know, without saying the word, the F word. Maybe I could say it without the F word. Finish the entire string without saying the F word. That could be cool. Could be a challenge. So alright, so pay attention to what I'm saying. If I say the F word, I lose. And you guys win. Something. Right, I'm going to add some more stock pots. So these are just like stock in like a gelatinous form. I think these work very well in a shepherd's pie, because all you have to do is you have to like squeeze them out and put them in like this, and then stir it around a bit, and you should be fine. Will Gordon Rigi say the F word? Probably. I know myself, I do utter the said word quite a lot. Alright, so now we just stir it around a bit, let it dissolve. I did make this a bit too runny, so I will have to let it simmer for that much longer. But that's fine, because that will just mean it develops even more taste. I haven't salted or haven't put any salt or pepper in this yet, which is something that I still will have to do. I think it's all dissolved now. Now we can just let it simmer. We will let it simmer without a lid. Okay, now we need to cover these potatoes. We need to cover them in cold water. So they're all submerged to that point, basically. We won't have to salt this. High heat, let it boil, lid on. I'll just quickly adjust the camera a tiny bit so you can see it. Where's the lamb sauce? Good one. Alrighty, while we are here, we might as well start clearing up some of this mess. Because now we can't really do anything other than wait. I'll leave this for the end. I'm going to clear out this garlic crusher thing. Sorry about that. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about the making of shepherd's pie, just let me know. I will happily explain everything. If you've missed anything so far from the stream, let me know. if we make it next year the Super Bowl, we should watch it together. Yeah, that would be cool. I have gone to Innsbruck before to watch the Super Bowl. That was the one where the Patriots lost against the Eagles, 52. That one, I think, was. That was nice. I've watched the Super Bowl in many different places by now. Obviously Switzerland. I've gone to the Netherlands before, twice to watch it. I've gone to Austria multiple times with my family in Tyrol. Do you mash the boiled potatoes with butter or milk? Both. Both. I think both is the answer to that. Because you want it to be, right, isn't it? Because I did buy milk. Because I thought, I didn't actually look at the recipe. And I did realize earlier on that I forgot to get butter. So I had to go outside again to go and get butter. Both is correct and add a pinch of salt. Yes, and like an egg white, an egg yolk as well for making it more. And cheddar, which actually is a good point. That's a good thing to think about because I will start shredding some cheddar now. Because we will use a whole bunch of cheddar because I like cheddar. Right. Let's get a fresh towel here because the one over there is kind of wet. Sorry. I'll just go off when I hear this song. This is a local rapper from the city where I live. Baby, my plan für mich das Land. Oh! Super Schweizer Kohlstraße. Oh! Right, the potatoes are boiling. Take the lid off. Just put that here in case I need it again. Right, the cheddar, which is Cathedral City Premium Premium English Cheddar Extra Mature. How awesome is that? I think that sounds tasty, doesn't it? Because I don't know about you, but I like my cheddar mature. I like to taste the cheese. Oh god, yeah, that sounds very expensive. Right, look at this, a block of cheese. So I'll cut this into, I'll use this. Again, didn't wash the knife. Again, don't care. So I'll just make like this. And then is my cheese shredder, which is very cheap. This is a very, very cheap plastic. You put the piece of cheese in there, you put this, press it down, and then you shred it. It's very cheap. That James May cheese video, but that's so good. I fucking love James May and his cheese. So can someone like forward a video of this to James May and say, hey, look, the Red Dead Redemption 2 speedrun world record holder has said cheese in a video, and he'll be like, what? The what? The what said what? James May is awesome though. I fucking love James May. He is like something as close as a spirit animal as could be to me. Alright, I'll use all these 4 pieces. I love cheddar. Give me all cheddar. I want all of it in there. And I will spread some more on top at the end. I saw it's an Amazon show, not a Netflix. I did watch it. It's hilarious when the robot thing called him Bim. That's so fucking hilarious. I laughed so hard the first time I heard that. Yeah, all 3 of them have their unique shows. Hammond's is the only one that I didn't like. I just didn't really get it. I don't get why didn't Hammond make the smallest cog show? Why couldn't he done that on Amazon? Why did he make that for Discovery? That's a shame, because I don't think there's a legal way for me to watch Discovery Plus in Switzerland. Alright, so here we go. Nice bit of grated cheddar. I should have kept a piece for me to snack on. Damn it. Missed opportunities. Right, so yeah, this is still very good. This will take a lot more time to simmer and reduce a bit. Damn it. Maybe I should have measured it out a bit more than I did. Oh. I'll wash this spatula so I can stir around the potatoes a bit. These potatoes are not done yet, but just to make sure that they all get evenly cooked. Just stir them around a bit. And you will know the potatoes are done when you can stab one with a paring knife like this, and it goes through without resistance. Trick 37. Discovery show, yeah. The smallest cog is a Discovery show about his car restoring thing. Yeah, I did watch the first few episodes, and it's not bad. But yeah, like I said, there's no legal way for me to watch it. So, shit. Did I just admit to committing a crime? Oopsie. I mean, I didn't watch it. I was just joking. Alright. Sip of water. I fucking love Clarkson's Farm. Clarkson's Farm is so good. It's funny, and at the same time, it teaches you so much about like farming in general. Like I learned so much from that show, and I think that's amazing, really, if you think about it, because it's Jeremy Clarkson, you know, with his usual messing about way, and making a brilliant program, really. Alright, let's get this taste. Just see. Hell yeah! Woo! Let's fucking go. It's good. It still needs some salt and some pepper, but fuck me, is that good. It's too watery. That's the only problem right now, but it tastes amazing. not as fun as James May's show. I'm gonna disagree with you. I think I like Clarkson's Farm better. I'm not sure about funnier or not, but I like it better because it teaches you more than James May's stuff does. That's a weird sentence. You wouldn't have believed that sentence 15 years ago. No. What's this? Yeah, it's nowhere. Well, yeah, I have to prep my calendar. Some gunk in this thing.
Irrelevant twaddle.
Southern James May appearance. Okay, it is thickening up a bit, so that's good. We're on course, I think. Oh yeah, the peas. I still have to make some peas. I've got frozen peas. Frozen peas work well for this. I'll just make them in a small here saucepan. That's the word I'm looking for, not coconut. Alright. Small saucepan. You wanna... Hello, Berry Juice. Hey, sleep, sleep, repeat. Much worse than next year. I like that. That's a good argument for me. All right, so this already is open, so I've used this before. This is just frozen. Wait, this is too much water. I don't want to boil. Warm them up. Right? As even that is too much. You just want to steam them. So just a small amount of butter. Maybe a bit of butter. Maybe a bit of butter. Let me just get butter from the fridge. Trust me, berry juice, it actually does smell great. Yeah. No, just a nod. Add that water, let that cook. Turn down the heat here. Let the butter dissolve. What the potatoes doing? No, still not there. Claim my bonus points for Arthur Morgan. Aha! So yeah, if you didn't know, I've got Arthur Morgan on the iPad and usually I have the iPad next to me when I stream, just so, you know, if I do need to take a quick mod action, if no mod is present, for example, then I can always do it like that. Alright, and the peas. That's fine. Come on, peas are nice. And they're high in protein, so that's good. So if you're trying to hit your macros, eat peas. Oh, I didn't wash the spoon. Oops. There we go. I'm getting cancelled now. I didn't wash the spoon, and I've tasted the stew, and now I'm putting it in the peas. I'm a disgusting person. Ew, ew, ew. I am prepared to get cancelled over this. I actually have to take my sweater off, my sweatshirt, whatever you want to call it, just a sec. Getting a bit hot there on the kitchen counter. Oh yeah, my windows are like fogged up. Maybe it's getting warm in here. Repping my GTA M 2023 shirt. Hell yeah. I might lose too much liquid here on the potato front. Still not done. Some of them are showing a bit less resistance now though. I'll quickly measure out how much butter I'll need later on. How much do I need? Honestly, why are cups a measurement? What is it with cups being a measurement? It's so dumb. What is half a cup of butter? How do you fit butter into a cup anyway? Jesus Christ, I hate American measurements so much. So I'll just use like 100 grams maybe? 125? I guess 125 sounds good. And this butter, look, it comes with like this little thing, which is really cool. You see this? Because it's like measured out 50 grams, and then you make a cut right here, cut right here, cut right here, and then you have 50 grams. It's perfect. Why doesn't every butter manufacturer do this? 114 grams, there you go. 125 was correct. So I'll make the cut, because I've already cut a knob off for the peas, so I'll make it like about here. just cut them into smaller chunks. That's what we're doing today. Right, butter is ready. Now our hands are buttery. Thank you, Fuba. I appreciate you. I do hate that I keep leaving the spoon in the sauce here. This is not very professional. And if you guys know me, you know I'm all about professionalism. Shout out to Viper. Make sure you scrape off the tasty bits of the side of the pan every now and then. Alright, this is still too runny for my taste, so let's to thicken up. Let's see how the potatoes are doing. Oh, this is a big piece. Maybe I should have cut this a bit more. Some of them are ready-ish, but not all of them, so we must keep going. Maybe I'll put the lid back on so that the water can't evaporate as much. Right, I'll start to season my shepherd's pie stew now. I'll wash the spoon. Yes, I'm washing the spoon before tasting. Yes. Sorry. I know it's disgusting. See, that's the thing. That was fucking things. That's what nice one. All right. Let's taste it. Yeah. Woo! It's still good. It doesn't actually need much salt. It doesn't actually need much salt. It needs some pepper. I think I've put quite a bit, like with the stock pots and the actual beef stock. I think it's already pretty salty. I will add some crushed pepper flakes. Chili. Love chili. Alright, let's give that a well. This is looking absolutely fantastic. Pearson stew. It doesn't actually look too dissimilar, apart from the fact that Pearson doesn't use... I'll wash the spoon. Sorry. Yep. Yep. That's it. That's it. No need to season further. This is good. That's nice. Right, I washed the spoon. Now I can put it back into the peas. Potatoes, I'll start to put over. some of them are good, some of them are done, but some of them aren't. So. Obviously, I should have made the pieces more even, cut it more evenly, but you know, can't win them all. Can't win them all. Oh yeah, I forgot to put the hat back on because my hair is actually really long. I don't want to like put it over the food.
Yeah, this is the real shit.
Yo, what's up, Sliven? How you doing, man? Thanks for the raid. How did well, I'm assuming it didn't go brilliantly because Sora was saying you were in prologue an hour ago. And if you're here now, then yeah, that means no good. Yeah, I'm making shepherd's pie. I was just saying, look, my hair is like really long right now. So I need to wear a hat to keep it, because I'm trying to let it grow out as much so I can tie it together. Just because I want to know what it looks like if I have like my hair tied together. Because I don't think it would look too bad. But yeah, thanks for the raid, man. I haven't cut it since the shave, no. Well, I cut the sides once. But since I shaved it all off, I haven't cut it, no. And it is, I can tie it together already, but I can't like, it's just at the very top of the head, and it looks kind of weird, and I want to do it like more towards the back of the head, so I need to grow it a bit more. Yeah, man, I've tasted the stew. The stew is actually really, really good. So I'm just waiting for my potatoes to be done, and I think we are. I think we're there. I think they're all pretty normal resistance. So I'll prep my colander. Drain the potatoes. And then we will cook them. Alright, back into the pot they go. Now they cook for about a minute, just to get rid of the excess moisture. I think the peas are going to be done, so I'll just put them over here. I'll turn this on. Now I'll just like gently let these, make sure that to get rid of all the moisture, because we don't want any. Sorry about my elbow being in your face there. I think that's already good. Just one here now. Make sure you see everything. Right. I actually need to go look at the recipe for a sec. Alright, just add the cheddar, depending on how cheesy you like it. I like mine cheesy. I like it cheesy. You guys know that. I'm Swiss, even though I am using English cheddar, and some butter, a few knobs of butter. This is 2 cups. What a stupid measurement. 2 cups worth of butter. Do we mash now? Do we mash now? Do I need to get my potato masher out? I think we mash now, don't we? Or do I need the milk? Yes, we mash. Alright. Mashing! Rah! Rah! Mash the potatoes! Rah! Rah! I don't have a potato ricer. That would be even better, but a masher works, just fine. You just have a bit more, chunks in your mashed potato, but that's fine by me. AO official, happy Valentine's Day to you. I'm obviously, I don't really care about Valentine's Day. Will Twitch chat be my Valentine? Please say yes, because no one else will. Looking good. I think this is looking pretty good. Right, some salt. I'd like a tablespoon maybe. Two tablespoons, whatever. And wait, actually the cheddar has a lot of... Can I still remove some? This might be a bit much. I think this might be... Yeah, this probably works that way. Yes, the milk makes it more creamy, because you need it to be very creamy. Pepper as well. I don't have white pepper, so I'll just use black pepper. And this is absolutely amazing for mashed potatoes. Nutmeg. I love nutmeg in mashed potato. It's so good. It fits so well. So this is not part of the recipe of the original, I think. Not sure anyway, but I like to add nutmeg to my mashed potato because I feel it just fits so well. Who put the fucking Italian pizza song on? Should do that when I'm making pizza. Right. Butter I don't need anymore. I can go back in the fridge. We should get the stew into our... Oh god, this is... shit. Now it's stuck on the bottom. Shit. Turn that off, turn that off, turn that off. And now it's like some of it is stuck to the bottom of the pan. I can't really get it off. Shit. Oh well. Oh well, that doesn't matter too much. Let's get our vessel. Need to drain these peas as well. Just a sec. Adding the peas separately. Right, here goes my cooking vessel. Never mind that it says pasta on it, okay? I know it's not pasta. close, as you can see. Go. Right, I think we just let this sit now, and I'm going to make. Usually, I make a second batch because it's a bit too much for just one pie. So I always make a smaller dish as well. This is meal prepping. Meal prepping 101. Peas on top. The peas give it a nice earthy flavour. Make sure you spread them out a bit. The peas will actually help this. This is something I've discovered last time. The peas actually help the structural integrity with it. If you put them on the top like this, it helps a lot to keep the potato, the mashed potato, from like going or mixing too far into the concoction below. So you get a bit more rigidity in your stew. So we didn't actually need to let it reduce that much. I forgot about that. I forgot that I discovered that last time. Because previously I had always like added the peas while the stew was still in the pot. But if you do it like this is also really good. Right. Yes, the pie has to be baked in an oven, but we aren't there yet. But I can tell you, it looks really good. Okay, so now this mixture right here should have cooled down a little bit. Whoopsie daisy. Let's do that. I don't want to put it on the hot plates. Right, now we need to separate 2 eggs. I'll use the cheese vessel for this, for the egg white. Actually, no. I'll use another one of my ramekins for this, because I can keep the egg white and make something like an egg white omelette tomorrow for breakfast. Or I'll just like mix it together with another 2 eggs to make like mashed. Keep the yolk out, dumb idiot. Shit, the yolk's broken. Quick, get this thing off. Right. Perfect. 2 egg yolks. That was I can't even see how I've separated the eggs. Look, 2 egg yolks. Alright, how much milk do I need? 100 ml. Fuck, I should have washed this more thoroughly. This had the stock in it earlier. Just rinsing it out, fine. Like I said, only I have to drink this. So, this is the full fat milk. I'll put like 100 ml. Maybe a bit more. What did it say? Half a cup. So a half a cup is, like we have established, like 120 or something of whatever measurement. Right, let's mix. Oopsie, some of it spilled over. I should have tasted it before I added the raw eggs. So I will have to taste this before I put it on, just because I want to see if it tastes good. So if I die of salmonella, fucking my own fault. Right, give me a spoon. Just a tiny bit to see if it tastes good. Yeah, it's fine. It's not very smooth. Like I said, if you have a potato ricer, it's much better than a masher. Maybe I'll just like give it a few more mashes. Shout out to mashing. Stir it around violently. Now is the worst part of this recipe, is putting the finished mashed potatoes on top of the stew. I hate this part of the recipe because I suck at this. So you can use like a piping bag. I don't have such fancy shit in my kitchen, so I think what I'll do, I'll just get like this sort of ladle spoon and just like ladle it on. I'll use my fingers to help, I don't care. Like I said, only I have to eat this. And I know, yes, it's a big portion, but like I said earlier, this stuff freezes really well. You can make a big batch like this, put it in the freezer, make small portions, put that in the freezer and just warm it up whenever your heart desires. Let it thaw out the day before. Alright, this bit right here that was a bit of a chunky bit. Don't add it in chunks, really. I know this isn't the most appetizing way to assemble this. Apologize if anyone is offended by this. This is just how I make it in my kitchen. Party all the time. Woo! Because this is the worst part of the dish, is assembling it. I hate this part, like I said before. I don't like this part. So I'm going to use every tool I have at my disposal, which is my hands and my fingers. And if you want to judge me for it, I mean, fuck off. Shit! Now I've said both of the bad words. No! Oh, I was doing so well. Alright, chat wins. Chat wins. You win, you win. You want to know what you've won, chat? God, I hate calling it chat. I feel like Dark Viper. I don't like calling the people chat. You know what you guys won? Hello, Edme. Nice to see you. Now I just need to smooth it out. There's a lot of gaps. I don't like that. But I gotta save some of the mash for Pi 2. I did wash my hands before this, so or I washed my hands multiple times when I was making this pie, so there is that at least. All right, I think this is good. Not perfect, not the best work I ever made of this, but it's fine. Here goes pie number 2. This pie dish will be a bit easier to fill because I don't have to fill it to the brim. Everybody dance now. Everybody dance now. Alright, I think this is looking pretty good for both parts. Right. Right, why am I putting this in my mouth? It's got raw eggs in it. Oops. Now to add a additional piece of cheddar and grate it on top. I actually have to warm up my oven. Got to do that. Sink overflow. Get some of this cheddar. Right, Leicester. Paring knife. Where is it? Over there. Alright, we will add this. One piece for the chef. I love cheese! Thank you, Blueberry Onions. I hope you have a nice Valentine's Day as well. I don't really care about Valentine's Day. Even if I was like in a relationship with someone, I wouldn't really want to care about it. Why do you have to have one day where you love your partner more than any other day? Don't really understand that. And Also, the stores, like, they make flowers more expensive around Valentine's Day, I feel like. Although I may be mistaken on that. Right, second piece of cheese goes on the one. This one, form, I'm actually not going to bake this now. I'm going to just put this in the freezer and make this at some other point in the future. Spread the cheese out. Mmm. Shepherd's pie, everyone. What a dish. Right, we've still got some cheese left over. Do I want to grate it on? Yes, some of it I do. Not all of it, but some of it. I like cheese. Sue me. Sue me, I like cheese. Oh, this looks so good. This looks so good. I want to bury my face in it. Like a pair of tits. What? Sorry. Inner monologue, keep it inside. Right, into the oven we go. Let me just get my oven glove. Rearrange my oven. I'll have to use some. What is this called? What is this thing called? Parchment paper. There we go. Got it in the end. Put that on the bottom. Then add this. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Hell yeah. I don't know about you guys. I can't wait to taste that shit. Good. Yeah. That's it for the moment. I have to clean up my kitchen now. Where's my... It's a good point because my headphones just warned me that they're low battery. Alright, and this, I'll just let this cool, and then I'll put it in my freezer for a rainy day. This is just egg yolks. I can use some plastic wrap. And then I'll make something of an omelette for breakfast tomorrow. That should be fine. This is the grease from the lamb mince. I'll put that in the fridge as well. You can use this for like cooking. So I always like to have, you know, useful for the things that that you get left over. Some milk. That back in the fridge. Right. So yeah. Now, as you can see, big mess. In the kitchen now. A lot of clearing up. This you always have. This always happens when you make shepherd's pie. But yeah, I think I'll end the stream now. Actually, if you want to see the end result of the shepherd's pie, I will post a picture in my Discord. Just a sec. If you haven't yet, join the Discord and I will post a picture of the final shepherd's pie, of the final result, and I'll tell you how good it was as well. But yeah, for now, I think all that remains for me to say is thank you very much for keeping me company while I was making this. This was very nice. I think I use this app for my camera, like on the phone, for the first time, and this is very easy. So maybe in the future, I'll make more of this cooking stuff. Who knows? But yeah, I might stream tomorrow. Maybe I will play some Red Dead 2 tomorrow. Maybe not. I'll see how I feel. But yeah, if I don't, hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care and bye. Now, I will just go back to the computer, find someone to raid. So I say goodbye now. Just hang on 5 minutes. Not 5 minutes, 5 seconds. Bye. Say hello to Hez. Goodbye. Love you all. Bye bye.